Hello, Aries, and welcome to your December 2022 Committed Love Reading. Aries, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with all of you. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Feel free to check your other placements, your moon and rising signs, to see if there's any more information there for you, or guidance or clarity, or whatever it is that you are seeking or searching for. Again, this is a committed love reading. This side will be for you. This side will be for your partner. If you have more than one partner, you will have to discern who this is for. And as always, there's a king, I might say he. There's a queen, I might say she. It's interchangeable. It does not. It's really gender neutral. I just say it because that's how they present on the card. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rudy. Welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. I thank you all for being here so very much. All right, we're going to give a little sage or Palo Santo here on the cards. I've shuffled them out. I've done everything I would normally do on screen. I've done it off screen to give us more talk time. Let me know if you like that. If not, I can go back to shuffling on screen. Our general energy here is going to be abundance. This is for both of you. So you have an abundance, and it can be an abundance of love. It can be abundance of things. It could be abundance of money. It could be just being overly blessed, being blessed, not even overly blessed, but just being blessed and knowing it is what I feel. Being blessed and knowing it. You have this, this growth, this blooming, this blossoming, kind of feeding off each other in a good way. You also have Keeper of the Magic. So it's like an understanding that you all know that you work well together, and that together you can create anything you want to do if you put your mind to it, and you know, put in the resources that need to be. Being seen and seeing and being seen is what I feel with the Keeper of the Magic and the Raven or the Crow. I'm not quite sure. I think it's a Raven, but there's an abundance and a growth, and that this, again, knowing that together we can do this. We can create whatever we want to, kind of like, you know, the Magician card is what I feel with the Keeper of Magic. Our two side cards over here we pulled are healing and communication. So two things I see here. Obviously, there's healing and communication. You have to talk about it. I've said in any readings that you know me in, communication's the key. Communication's the key. Communication's the key. If you can't speak it, write it, right? If you can't speak it, write it. And with that will come healing. With that will come opening the doors, opening up your hearts, opening up, you know, your lives. We have St. John's wort and cannabis for the two. Communication, opening up that door, opening up what you want to communicate with your partner. You have to communicate. You have to talk. You have to. That's the only way relationships can work, right? On your side, we have the Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Knight of Wands talks about going after what you want, taking action. What do you desire? What's your passion? Where does that lie? You know, it's funny because they're both kind of looking this way. It's like, yeah, almost like making your mind up. Could be some type of creative energy, creative instincts that you're going into, or creativeness that you're going to. Because I feel like the horse is almost circling back around. It's like, okay, yeah, we are going to do this after all. Maybe there's some type of discussion with a communication card about whether or not you're going to pursue, or whether or not they're going to pursue, or whether or not you're going to go with them if they pursue. But you are going to take action on what is your desire and passion. What does it mean for the relationship going forward with that, having that growth, having that abundance, bringing more into it, bringing more into the relationship. Ten of Cups is your happily ever after card. Having the emotions, having the feelings, being very content and fulfilled where you're at in the relationship. Kind of like, this is what I've always wanted. You do have the Five of Pentacles, and it's a card about feeling left out and alone, isolated. There could be that kind of feeling maybe with friends. There could be that kind of feeling with maybe family, or that could be that feeling at times in the relationship itself, especially if your partner's working a lot, or if you're working a lot in a different venue or different avenue or a different thing. You know, sometimes in relationships you can feel like two ships passing in the night because you hardly see each other, right? Your partner has the King of Cups, Two of Swords, and the King of Wands. So two high king energies, two male dominant energies here, which doesn't mean they're male. It doesn't, it's just this, I feel like getting things done energy, getting things done, not putting off what they can do today or yesterday, not procrastinating. King of Wands, again, taking action, passion, desire. The Knight of Wands, maybe you're learning from your partner. They're the King of Wands. Maybe you're learning from them. We have the King of Cups energy. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, King of Wands energy. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? This could be a part of you, or they could have the tendencies like you have. You could be, this could be your tie-in. I almost feel like this card should go like this. This could be the tie-in between the two of you. It's like you have the passion and desire to make something work or to create something together, and they could have what's the word I'm looking for? The communicative skills, or the way to present it so it is softer or likable or interesting. You know, sometimes Aries, we have it, or you all have a tendency to be blunt and to the point because you're a fire sign and you're very fast, and it's like, well, if you don't get it, you don't get it. It's just because you understand it doesn't mean everybody does, and sometimes Aries forgets that. The King can soften that blow. The King of Cups can soften that blow. The King of Cups can make it understandable for everybody, right? And then the King of Wands, that passion, that energy, the drive. It's this drive. There's not a procrastination here with this, with your partner. There's not a procrastination. And I think that can make you maybe, could be whatever's going on with you all. Maybe you're not as on board. I feel like you're circling back around. Maybe you weren't on board and you're coming back on board. But, okay, for example, and I know this probably is not you all, but this is just the example I'm feeling. Your partner's like, I don't know, Mick Jagger. Maybe not that big, but you know, your partner is somebody, right? Maybe they're gearing up for a tour again, and you're like, I really don't want to go through all that because I'm like a widow through it all. I don't, you know, maybe you don't have a big part of it. Maybe you're home with the kids. Maybe you are on the back burner. But, you know, being supportive, you have to circle back around and be supportive to your spouse is kind of what I feel. And I also feel like you could be getting this new, well, I could journal through this, or I could write through this, or what can I do for me while they're doing something for themselves? Kind of what I'm feeling. I mean, it could be a job that they're going on again, where they have to be gone. And instead of licking your wounds or sitting there going, oh, woe is me, you're the keeper of the magic. You know, together, both of you can create your world, but you can create your own world too, right? You have that ability. Your partner loves you, definitely loves you, but they don't let grass grow under their feet. They don't want to procrastinate. They don't want to do something that, they don't want not to do something that they're going to regret doing. Two of Swords. You know, having to make that decision. Maybe having to cut something out of their life. Not you per se, but having to cut back on something even. Cut back on maybe, well, your Swords energy are your thoughts, your communication, your actions. Maybe they have to cut back on not taking on so much of whatever this job is, or whatever this movement is, or whatever it is they do. They could be a corporate head of Chrysler, or, you know, that could be something where there's a lot of responsibility, and maybe they're cutting back on it because they're compassionate and caring and do love you, and they don't want to see you suffer. Maybe until you get on your feet with something, or until you get established in whatever you're establishing, and then they'll pick back up on something. Maybe they want to help you get you the leg up that you need. Right? Again, you have abundance here. So you're not, the marriage or the relationship or the partnership isn't hurting. There's been healing and there's communication. And always when you can have communication, you can have healing. There's no doubt in my mind. And it's not like a healing of a blatant hurt that someone's done. I just feel like you feel like there's like a neglect, or you're not a part of when they get in their world, or when they do whatever they have to do. But you are going to circle back around. You are going to be supportive. But I feel like you also are going to find your own niche, or find niche, or however that you say it. You're going to find your own spot. You'll find your own place that you feel comfortable in, that you don't feel alone and left out, and you feel that you can grow and you can, I don't feel contribute to this, because I don't think they need that help, but you can do your own thing is what I feel. Bottom of the deck energy for subconscious, we have the High Priestess. And that is a card of instincts. Again, keeper of the magic. Knowing you all create your own universe, right? Trusting in yourselves. Trusting in your instincts. I'm trying to get the card. It's a beautiful card. Trusting your instincts. Growth. Balance. Stability. And I feel, Aries, that whatever this is that you might not think you're ready for, you're ready. I feel like your book learning, your lessons, whatever it is that you've been doing has paid off. I mean, not that it's paid off. You know it. I feel like you know it. There's no sense in referring back to a book or not thinking you're ready. Sometimes with the High Priestess, you just have to jump out and do and wing it, right? And just wing it. I like the flowers in the crown. I like it. The growth. Again, authority. Not your partner doesn't wait for, your partner doesn't second guess themselves is what I feel. There's not a second guessing here. And it's something I think you can learn from and grow from with the High Priestess, because it's like whatever this is, you're ready for it. Whatever you're circling back around to go that way, you're ready for it. Will this happen again? No. This can be led by fear. This can be led by the past. This can be led by all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? You are learning, Aries, also to put yourself in the situation. You know, if you don't feel included, I feel like it's your own fault. You have that ability to say, I want to go to, or I'm a part of, or what can I do? How can I help? What do you need me to do? Or I'm going here, or I'm going there. You can make your own decisions also. Oh, what energy, I was going to say, is decreasing for you and your partner, and it's the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, again, you have that emotions, that feelings. You may, what's decreasing may be that need to, there could be a need of reassurance. There could be a need of reassurance. You know, you might say, I love you 50 times a day. You might check in on somebody. With the healing card, there could have been some type of issue or circumstance that went on that needs healing. Maybe there's a little trust issue going on. The Queen of Cups, with that needing to be reminded of or checking in with constantly, possibly that's decreasing. Maybe the trust value is coming up. Maybe because they've cut back on their workload, or cut back on the time spent on the phone, or the time spent on doing something that they can spend more time with you. Building that trust back up also. What energy is increasing for Aries and their partner for December? What energy is increasing? The Eight of Swords. The energy that's increasing is allowing your mind, or allowing your thoughts to get the better of you, or letting that fear being built back up, allowing that fear to come back in. That could be all not validated. You know, if we have this as far as trusting somebody, and not having to check in with somebody so often, and then we have what the energy that's coming in is that self-doubt and not even trusting, not trusting. I'll pull another card on that. Can I have a clarifier on that Eight of Swords, please? King of Cups. So we circle back around to this. So this would have to be having the trust issues, or having the doubts again with the King of Cups energy. Maybe whatever happened, Aries, is going to take a while to get the trust built back up. Maybe that's where this is coming in. Maybe you're going to circle back around and go that way, but maybe you aren't fully invested yet. You know, you're still the Knight of Wands. They're the King of Cups. Maybe you're not feeling that energy yet. You're not feeling that devotion. Keeps coming to mind, but that's not the right word, but it's similar to that. You're not feeling that kind of laying it all out there energy. It's like you're still holding back on something with that Eight, and it can be your thoughts, your communication. Maybe you're not wanting to tell somebody everything with the Eight of Swords. Maybe you're not wanting to communicate completely. Maybe your partner's communicated completely. Maybe they've let it all out and you're holding something back with the Eight of Swords. Or maybe you think they're holding something back with the Eight of Swords. Again, could be feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, feeling oppressed. Kind of that energy, but in your mind. You'll have to let me know. It's such a mixed, it's like this and that, or this or this. It's such a mixed bag here, because you have abundance and you have keeper magic, and it's like you have all good things, but then there's something underlying, something going on under the surface that's not present, that's either not talked about, or talked about but not dealt with, or not fixed, or not healed yet. And the High Priestess, as subconscious energy, it's like you know what you know. And you trust yourself. all tied up. See? Gosh. That goes just with the Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, feeling not able to move. I'm going to read out of the book on this to see what she has. Lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. That's what I feel with the Eight of Swords. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama might be going on around you or stopping you from moving forward. Or maybe that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. And I believed I used that word just before I pulled this card. If it isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. And that's exactly what I feel with the Eight of Swords. And when I pulled a clarifier, it was the King of Cups. So again, maybe not coming into truth. You know, coming back around to something. Are you truly happy? Are you truly happy? Because this is a card of happiness. This is a card of ecstatic happiness. Are you truly happy? Is that what you have to ask yourself? Are you truly happy? Is it on the outside and on the inside you feel neglected and left out? Like you feel there's no way out. Like you feel trapped. And it's like, I feel too, Aries, it's like everything I have or everything I want is right here. Why don't I feel happiness? Or why don't I feel joy? Or why this isn't the way I thought I'd feel? But I feel almost like your partner doesn't seem to care. But yet they do, because they are cutting back on some type of workload or some type of... your partner could be cutting back on communicating with you even. Might not have anything to do with work. Interesting. You will have to let me know, Aries, how this works out. It's very complicated. It's complicated. I just feel there's a side of show and then there's an underlayer. It could be everything looks good on the surface. Or it is good on the surface, but then maybe you're not truthful with yourself. If you're really happy. Let me know, guys, how this resonates with you. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Know I put out readings about the 15th of every month, and they are for health, career, finance, and love. If you're interested, hit the notification bell, subscribe, so you don't miss any other readings that I do. Yeah, let me know, Aries. We could go on, and we're already on like 25 minutes. Oh, take care, guys. Let me know how this resonates with you. It's really it just took so many twists and turns. Really interesting. All right, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Be blessed. Bye for now. Happy holidays to you. Yeah, happy holidays.